Good morning, everybody. My name is Konstantin Hohmann. I'm the product manager for precision seeders located in the factory in Soest, Germany. Today we are standing in front of an Optima V, which is our telescopic frame, and this frame is equipped with Optima SX units, which are made for high-speed seeding. In general, this machine is standard, but we have one new additional equipment on it. It's our GEOFORCE system, and the GEOFORCE system is an automatic ballasting system for the row units. Therefore, we have an intelligent cylinder or hydraulic ram with some valves in it, and we have a sensor in this depth adjustment. Why do you need a GEOFORCE system? We know that our field conditions are not always homogeneous. We have some spots in the fields which are very heavy, and we have some other spots which are really light or sandy. And we want to ensure in each and every place of the field that we keep the perfect seeding depth. So with this automatic pressure adjustment, we increase the pressure in heavy spots so that you are still on the layer where you want to be. And in light spots, we can release the weight, or we can release some weight, that we don't have any bulldozing effect. And how is the system working? We are always measuring the ballast on the gauge wheels by this sensor technology here in this bone. We are measuring this ballast of the gauge wheels, and if there is too much ballast, this is, for example, in light conditions, if the row unit penetrates easily into the soil, then we can release some weight with the hydraulic cylinder. So in general, it's a little bit lifted or weight is released. And then when you enter a heavy spot in the field and the ballast on the gauge wheels is gone, then we immediately add some pressure on this by this hydraulic cylinder so that we are back on the targeted seeding depth. What's really unique on our system is that we do this adjustment of the pressure row by row. So each and every row has a sensor and a hydraulic ram which are connected so that we really can adapt also to local compactions in field. For example, when there is an old track of a combine, we can adapt to it, and we ensure that each and every row unit is always on with a perfect pressure, ensuring that we are on the targeted seeding depths. The adjustment itself is quite easy. We still have the handle on the row unit to adjust the seeding depths, and then in the terminal you just indicate the ballast of the gauge wheels. So now we are in the cabin, and you can see our standard eDrive screen here. The only thing that is for GEOFORCE is this indication in here. And here with the black bar you can see the current pressure of the row units, and with the red one you see the targeted one. And down here around this A there is a kind of ballast. If it's black, the system is not activated, and if it's becoming green, that we can see later, then the system is active and it will regulate that this black bars around the red targeted one. And to adjust the system, you just go into the settings, and here you can easily indicate the pressure that you want to target on the gauge wheels. So 80 kilograms is maybe for a very deep application in more heavy soils. If you have most of the time lighter soils and you don't want to work too deep, for example in sugar beet, I would propose, for example, 35 kilograms. And this is the whole adjustment. You see now the targeted bar is farther below, and if we activate the system now, it will automatically go to 35 kilograms of ballast on the gauge wheels. And this is quite easy. After once adjusting the weight, you don't have to do anything more than activating your hydraulic valve, and then you're done. Now the machine is in a headland mode, and the GEOFORCE system is activated, which you see by this green sign. And when we go into the next track now, we simulate it by lowering the machine. You see it started, and then all sensors are detected, and immediately it's going to the targeted pressure of the gauge wheels. And this is really the only thing. You have to activate your hydraulic valve that the machine or the GEOFORCE system is operating. When you miss to activate it, you immediately get an alarm that the pressure is too low, and it's also shown by a red sign here. And yeah, this is the only thing. It's quite easy to use. Now we are back at the row unit, and we are still simulating some seeding process. So you can see the seedart is running and the GEOFORCE system is activated, and you can remember we set it to 50 kilograms. So now there are 50 kilograms on these two gauge wheels. You can see also as an indication on this on this scale here. And this 50 kilograms are also held independently if the hopper, for example, is full or empty. So you have the same pressure on the row unit at the beginning with the full hopper and also when the hopper is empty. And we can simulate that a little bit. When I'm the full hopper simulator, you see it's when I increase the weight of the row, at first it's going to, and when I release it again, it's going up and down and always targeting immediately within less than a second back to this 50 kilograms, which is our target. I do it one more time. Now we fill up the hopper. So we add some kilograms and it's automatically going back to this 50 kilograms. And also when you release some weight, that's when the hopper, for example, is empty, it's also going back to 50 kilograms, which is our target on the gauge wheels. So one last word about the limits of this system. The GeoForce system is made to compensate different soil conditions, like heavy and light soil. It's also made to compensate the weight of the row unit depending on the filling level of the hopper. But the GeoForce system is not made to compensate any bad tillage conditions in field. So for example, when you have tilled only to 3 centimeters and you want to seed to 5, that can't be solved by the GeoForce system. Therefore, you need to do a proper tillage in the fields. And that's it from my side. Thanks for your attention.
When farming means business.